Hi, how you doing? What's your name?
Travis Day.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Day. My name's Ricardo Housen. I'll be working with you, so can I call you Trav? What do you like to go by?
It doesn't matter. Anything, whatever you prefer.
All right, cool. So, what brings you in here today?
I've having some problems at work, really stressed out, and things just ain't falling in place. Bills ain't adding up, just things like that.
So you've been working and you've been feeling stressed. You care to elaborate on that a little bit more?
Yeah, with work, it's like, just being in charge of people, and then just actually doing it, like what you study compared to just studying it, it's a completely different ballgame. School only teaches you so much. It's like playing football. You can watch it on camera, your coach can teach you, or your teacher can teach you how to play it, but it's completely different whenever you got the ball in your hands and they're talking about, oh, you gotta go through this gap or tackle this way. And that's just what I've been dealing with. Like, I haven't really been taught or coped with dealing with a bunch of people's emotions as well as doing my job. And then on top of that, doing the field, so I'm learning as I go, So I'm learning how to manage these people, and then on top of that, I'm still trying to learn what I'm supposed to be doing the right way and if I'm doing it the wrong way.
So, sounds to me like you're feeling pretty flustered because you went to school to do this, and on one side you feel like you should know how to do this and how to be in charge of people and how to run it, like you said. But on the other side, now that you're actually out there, you feel like you were unprepared by the school that you went to.
Right. I wouldn't say unprepared. It's just I'm overwhelmed in regards to how much training you have. It's like not enough training. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you do internships and like you're in a realistic situation sometimes, depending on the job or whatever way you go. But it's like a whole different story when you're actually just doing it compared to just talking about it or learning or just teaching about it. So it's like you can't really. What's the word I'm looking for? I guess you can't teach something unless you've been through it, or you can't do something unless you've been through it, or speak through something unless you've been through it, like a relationship.
So you feel like you needed, well, how should I say this?
I guess like a more hands-on, or whenever I studied, a more hands-on class, or just like having a teacher who's been through it and who actually did that stuff, and having the class do more hands-on stuff. Or whenever I did my studies in school, just having to do more hands-on, like raising a dog. You know how you train it, and you're like, oh, how do I train it? And then you just tell it to sit, and eventually you get it to sit. Like that. Just doing stuff hands-on and being more in the field during class or with class, or having experiments and stuff in class as opposed to just talking about it and what you think you would do and what you're supposed to do compared to when you're actually in the situation.
So you feel upset that you didn't get that hands-on experience that you would need. Yeah.
And then on top of that, it's dealing with that, and then it's like, you gotta make all the bills fall together, everything gotta fall in place, and it's just, sometimes you just look at it like, what the hell's going on? Sorry, excuse me. But you just say, what's going on?
Well, it's okay. You can use whatever language you want to use within here. But, so now you said the bills are overwhelming.
Yeah.
So now you're feeling stressed by all that?
Stressed and frustrated, because it's like, things just don't add up. You know what I mean? And no matter how well you plan for something, it's like option A, B, C. No regardless of how much you plan something, get a planner, a calendar, whatever it is, and you write everything down. It's not going to always go the way you plan. But just being able to bounce back or being prepared for that, I guess that's what I'm looking for. That repercussion, or just having that second plan or that follow-up plan.
So you said you feel frustrated because things are adding up.
Yeah.
You care to go a little bit more in detail about that?
Okay, so I had a situation the other day. Let me see, what day was this? It was right before the weekend, so probably Thursday or Friday. And, I planned it so everything will be 100% okay. And I planned to pay my bill. And whenever it was time to pay the bill, I had all the already like that auto transaction ticket. Yeah, so it automatically takes it out. And I guess there was a hiccup, or because I added services to my plan or deducted a service from my plan, it kicked away the automatic payment. So I got hit with a late fee. And it's like, nobody ever told me that that was going to happen from me switching my plan or updating my plan. And that would have just been nice to know. Instead, I get charged with a late fee, which is practically the same as what I was supposed to pay anyway. So it's like I just wasted that, and I just lose that amount of money. And then you got to talk to the representative or the person on the phone. And then after that, you got to talk to the manager and just keep trying to climb the chain of command until you get what you're supposed to get because nobody explained it to you. And it's just really difficult and frustrating. Then on top of that, you got to double check all your other bills to make sure that it's not going to happen with those. Or to make sure or recertify or reassure yourself that everything is on auto payment. And with the stress at work. So, it's just difficult. It's just really hard.
So you feel like you're going through a lot of adversity with the auto payments and with the bills and with things at work. So what do you think could be a possible solution for you to maybe alleviate some of that stress that you're going through?
I don't know. I try to plan and be on top of everything. Like, you can only be so prepared. So, I don't know. I try to tone it down. If I try to tone it down, then I miss something or forget something. I'm not really sure at this point. But I don't know. I don't have an answer for it. I don't have a solution. I go to church every Sunday. I pray to God every night, hoping that He'll give me a way when there's no way. I made it this far, so He's been hearing me. He's been answering some of my prayers. But I try to set reminders in my phone, certain times, certain days, so I know, like, hey, this bill's due. Because, as much as you write it down, you're not going to look at it every day because you're going to forget it.
Yeah.
It just happens. But just dealing with all that, and then fixing all the cars and stuff. So, I guess the best solution to any of my problems would be more money. My dogs are half crazy. So, can't even get them training. That costs a lot of money to get them training. They're pretty obedient, but, whenever they get around other dogs. Yeah. So, my job, it's a nice job, but my education only takes me so far. And then to get back into school and just stuck.
So, say you feeling like you're stuck. So, what have you done to try to help you with that stuck feeling?
Well, I figured maybe I might have just had too much going on and too much on my plate. So, I stopped playing sports, or I guess my hobbies. I used to go to the gym every day. I toned it down a little bit. And just so I could make sure I'm on top of everything. And I thought I was, so I got hit with that late payment. Or that auto payment whenever I readjusted my plan. And then it messed everything up. It like messed up my whole week. And I had to just restart on the weekend because I had the weekends off those 2 days. And that's the best thing I have is that weekend because I can restart fresh, get everything in order, make sure that everything's on board. But on the weekend, not everything's open.
Yeah.
So, stop going to the gym as much. I got Monday, Wednesday, Friday now, weekends off, and I have a girlfriend. I try to get her to do some of my stuff, or put some of the workload on her, because she doesn't have anything to do besides just work. So, it's helped out a little bit. You can definitely notice that it's helped out, but it's still too much.
So, how did you feel when you do things that you like your hobbies, and you said working out and playing football?
It helps me relieve a lot of stress, honestly. I like playing basketball the most, because whenever I play, it's just like, just running back and forth, that energy, and just being around guys who have positive energy, who are there just to play, makes it all fun and worthwhile, as opposed to you going there, people complaining and arguing all the time. And it's not basketball, and it's not fun, because that's what I deal with at home myself, with my bills and everything. And I'm like, nothing's adding up. Then I go and play basketball, and we're all just playing, having fun. So it just gets my mind off of everything. But, so everybody thinks they're a referee. Everybody thinks they're Jordan. Foul. And it's like, oh, why did I even come? You know, I'm fighting myself with the bills and everything. It's like, I gave the late fee, and obviously I'm complaining, trying to get it fixed, and I'm not getting through to nobody. And yeah, people are like kind of jerks on the phone. Mm-hmm. And then I go to play basketball, and it's the same thing. Everybody's complaining, oh, foul. So I stopped playing with those guys, and I play with a different group now. I go down to the YMCA. I used to go down to the rec center, but you know, everybody's Jordan nowadays because they're in their little rec league. So I'm not sure if that gets to go ahead or not. But the YMCA has been real peaceful, quiet, and luckily I can play basketball and then just go and lift right after. But that definitely helps me relieve a lot of stress and gets my mind off of things. It's like a setback, so I could just start over like the weekend.
Mm-hmm. So, since these things are a good stress reliever for you, and since you've been feeling a lot of stress recently, do you think that you can try to find some more time here and there just to do some of these things that you enjoy?
That was my problem at the beginning. Whenever I first started, and I did it almost every day, whether it was lifting, basketball, or just anything flag football. And what I did at the beginning, it's all like, oh, jeez, we got practice today. But I gotta get this done. Or, oh, we gotta do this. Or, oh, I gotta do this, but I gotta get this done. And then it's like, oh my gosh, work. So, I don't think turning it back helped me. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what I can say is the answer. Because I turned it back, and then I got a girlfriend, and she helps me out with some of my stuff. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, yeah, I'm organized, really organized, and I'm setting reminders in my phone. But, see, I don't know what I can really, because as soon as I turned it back, I ended up finding a girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And then everything just, like, fell into place. So I don't know if I do extra or take the extra time off to go do that stuff, if it's going to just ruin my day or make things worse or take away from my relationship, because everything's just like on a tight schedule right now. And the same with the dogs, having to let my dogs out and stuff.
All right, so you feel like anytime you find free time, you add more stuff for yourself to do?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I add more stuff. I just find more stuff because I like to stay busy because it helps me stay calm and peace of mind. And I just can't sit there and not do anything because, you know, I just have so much stuff to do with the cars and everything. And the bills.
You mentioned the cars a couple times. You want to go on about that?
Yeah, I have 3 cars right now. Obviously, one's a company car, and I have 2 of my own. Mm-hmm. And one's for the winter, and one's for obviously the summer. And little problems every here and there. I try to stay up with the oil change every 3,000 pounds, but it only does so much. When your brakes go bad, your rotors go bad. I mean, it's just a timing thing, and it seems like they always happen at the same time. Even if I don't drive the one car, then it's the other car. If it's not this car, then it's the other car. Luckily, I have a company vehicle, but I can only drive that to work. So that's just more bills on top of the bills I already have to pay. And it's like, you know, the more you hold off on it, like my brakes, you're screeching right now because the brake pads are going. Yeah. And when the brakes screech, or it's metal to metal on the rotor, that's just going to ruin my rotor. And I can't drive that one, so I have to drive the other one. And then with the other one, the steering is bad. And I can't take the company vehicle. So I have to fix them both either way, whether I want to or not. It's just a matter of which one I want to fix first. And then I got to take into account, well, do I want to fix this first or pay this bill first? You know, because I need a house to live in. I need a roof over my head. And then food and everything. So just another stress factor.
So are there any ways that you think that you can get around that? Like maybe
when I go to the gym, my buddy, he comes and picks me up, or whenever I go to play basketball. So that's convenient. And God bless him, so I thank him so much for that. Because he doesn't have to. He drives probably 15 minutes out of his way just to come grab me. But I mean, he knows what I'm going through. Yeah. So maybe my girlfriend can take me with her car. That's it so far. I mean, have family, but they don't live around here.
Mm-hmm.
So, and none of the places are within walking distance. It's not like I live like in the inner city.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's just so spread out. Yeah. But that's the best that I've had so far.
Well, do you think that's something? I feel like that's a good building point for you, like possibly seeing how your girlfriend could find ways to maybe like you guys work together to try to help, you know what I'm saying, help you find things, help you find rides and ways to alleviate your stress properly.
Yeah, she tries so hard, and I'm hard on her sometimes, but I feel like it's just because I'm so stressed out because I have so much going on. It's not really fair to her. I mean, I thank her every day. I try to remind her, like, I really appreciate your time and everything that you're doing for me. Because it's not easy. I mean, I can't do it by myself. And luckily I found her. I had to turn back on some of my hobbies, but it was well worth it. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. No thoughts. All right. Well, I feel like we come to a good stopping point, at least for this session.
Okay.
So I just want to thank you for coming in here today. And
thank you for having me.
no problem. Is there anything else that you want to talk about before we go today?
Not really. I mean, there's just so much. I don't know where to start or where to end. I've been trying to write it down. Like you said, I've been writing stuff down on a notepad. And writing it down sometimes helps me like come up with a solution for myself. So I mean, that was a really good thing that you told me. And it actually helps out because I don't have to bring it to you then. Or whenever I write it down, then I figure it out myself. So there was one other thing that was, what was it? Jeez. My pipes burst.
What?
In my basement. I was washing clothes and it drains out through the sink. And I went downstairs and the basement was just flooded. It got to the man cave. My carpet was wet. And now I gotta get the pipe fixed. So I gotta call a plumber. And, you know, they charge $1 million an hour. So, well, I guess that's for another session. I mean, I don't want to take up all your time. I know you have other clients and stuff.
All right, well, hold that thought and just, you know what I'm saying, bring it with you next week and we can try to work through that and we can probably try to figure out exactly, ways to help you feel better and help you get back to where you feel like you're functioning properly.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Thanks.
You can unlock this stuff. You can unlock this stuff. Boys, 12 o'clock, right?